Good evening, everyone. It's my pleasure to invite up Emily McGraw, who's our Beta Club Vice President, and Victoria Islas, our Student Council Vice President, as they lead us in the Pledge of Allegiance.
Please stand for the Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
It's my pleasure to invite up Ms. Avery Claw, our President of our Student Council.
Welcome, family, friends, staff, and fellow graduates. Thank you all for coming tonight. With how the year has been, I'm beyond grateful that we are able to be together and have this ceremony. 9 years ago, our chapter at Taft began, and for some, it only started a few years ago. Not one of us knew what this chapter at Taft held. And to be honest, it was a bit scary. But I, for one, am so glad I took this journey. The memories made here were unlike any other, and looking back on the memories and small traditions, we see that they have so much more meaning now. We went from being complete strangers to a huge family that I know I will remember for the rest of my life. Years of hard work has brought us all here together. Taft taught us lessons that extend far beyond the classroom. How to be a leader, face our fears, and to be strong. We learned to put each other before ourselves and lead by example. We're living through a global pandemic right now, and we still are able to find ways to connect. I know that every single one of us has become a stronger person here during our time at Taft. That being said, we haven't always been the most well-behaved, and I want to thank all the teachers and staff that put up with us throughout the years. Without the support of teachers and staff, we wouldn't be here today. They have always been there for us, and they taught us both curriculum and life lessons. Thank you for everything. A huge thank you to family and friends. Without you, we wouldn't be anywhere. You have been with us through the ups and downs and have supported us. Without all of you, we wouldn't be graduating here today. Just as one chapter comes to an end, and what a great chapter it was, another chapter begins. Each story at Taft is unique as the person who holds it. I can't wait to see what the future holds for us. We did it.
Good evening. My name is Jim Calabrese, and I'm the superintendent here at Taft School District 90. On behalf of our Board of Education, our faculty and staff, who's upstairs, I'd like to welcome everyone to the class of 2021 graduation ceremony. Graduation always gives us an opportunity to reflect back on the past school year. And I have to say, what a school year we had. At this time last year, we were putting the finishing touches on a movie that we had to make to celebrate graduation because we couldn't have our traditional ceremony. The ending of last year was so unfortunate for our students, and over the last summer, it was not clear what this year would bring. What was clear was it was going to be the most stressful year of our lives. Beginning the year on full remote was extremely difficult for everyone. Our students and staff had to learn how to teach and learn on such a grand scale, something that we weren't used to, and they essentially had to do it on the fly. I think we started the year as good as we possibly could have hoped for, and in my opinion, things steadily improved throughout the year. I felt that our hardworking staff got better with remote teaching each week, and I felt that our students and families also demonstrated the same growth. While I feel that our remote teaching was adequate, it was nowhere near as good as in-person learning, which we were so fortunate to resume in early November. I have to say that coming back to school was nerve-wracking. The constant worrying about if we made the right decision led to many sleepless nights. I have to say that our in-person families and staff members really rose to the occasion. We were the only public school in Lockport that had a consistent educational schedule since we came back in November. We didn't have any breaks. We didn't have to switch our learning program at all. Some of that probably was luck, but a lot of it was the fact that everybody made some sacrifices to keep all of us as safe as possible. That's what's special about our school, our small family atmosphere where we can make those sacrifices. After we experienced some success with our in-person learning program, we were able to start to expand some opportunities for our students by resuming clubs and sports. While the activities and games were not what we would have hoped, they still did what we wanted them to do, which was allow kids to be what kids should be doing, which is participating at school. All of those successes allowed us to have a pretty cool 8th grade dance and after party for the first time in our school. Those 8th grade activities were up in the air until very recently, but I'm extremely grateful because all of those successes led us to here tonight, where we can have a proper graduation ceremony. The same type of ceremony that we've held in this auditorium for about 80 years. Including kindergarten, you guys have been in school for about 9 years. If you think to preschool, 10 or 11 for some of you. This is the first major milestone of your young lives, and there's going to be more. I bet it feels really strange to be on stage tonight and think about how quickly time has gone by. I'd like to take this opportunity to comment about time because it is really one of our most valuable resources. It's also one of the resources that we take for granted because it continues to pass without any effort on our part. You guys are going to have an opportunity to start a new chapter, and that new chapter is going to be what you make of it. We're going to challenge you to be mindful of how you spend your time. High school is going to fly by just as quickly as grade school did, so please make sure you're taking every opportunity to make everything of it that you can. While your high school days are coming quick, they're not quite here yet. So let's take a second to reflect on what this year has been. I'd like to take some time to recognize some of the great accomplishments you have collectively had as an 8th grade group. First, if you're on the Beta Club, can you please stand up? You can give them a round of applause. Our Beta Club is such a cool activity. In order to be part of the Beta Club, you have to get a 3.5, is it? I think it's 3.5, forgive me for not knowing that. And you have to complete community service, and that's the club. You have to get great grades, and you have to complete community service. Those are such good characteristics that if you focus on those in your life, working hard to achieve grades, or whatever success is, and serving others, it's going to serve you well as you move forward. We're really proud of you guys. You can see it. Can I have our student council members stand up? Yeah, go ahead. Avery, Vicky, and Lizzie really stepped up and made sure our student council functioned very well this year. Your club was, I think, the first club that really got back after the pandemic. And all of you worked so hard to ensure that we were able to have some fun at school. Our ABC celebration was a great TAF tradition that you guys really made sure happened. I wasn't always sure I wanted it. I struggle with countdowns at schools. I feel like, why are we counting down to the time where we don't get to learn anymore? These girls were relentless with making sure I understood how important the tradition was. So I really appreciate that from you guys. And I think our school had a lot of fun these last 26 days, so thank you for that. Can I have all of our athletes stand? Your hard work on the courts was special this year. You overcame some difficult odds to work extremely hard and showed up well during all of your games. While our teams did not win them all, every one of you made us proud of your performance and your dedication. Can I have just the 8th grade girls volleyball team stand? Everybody else, can you please sit down? Kelsey, Emily, Summer, and Nora, you have had more successes on the volleyball court than any team in Taft's history. I would have loved for you to have had the opportunity to play in that state tournament last year. Man, it would have been so cool for you to have that, to be able to go down there, and unfortunately that was canceled the day we were going to leave. And then you came back this year, and we were only going to have a 4-game season. And from the start, you guys showed that you deserved more. So we were able to squeak in and get into the sectionals, and you guys won a sectional championship for the 2nd year in a row. There's not a lot of, yeah, go ahead. To win your last game of the season, both years when it really mattered, shows not only how great of athletes you are, but how tough and emotionally tough that you guys are, and we really appreciate it. So thank you for letting us watch you on that ride. It was special. We have a few more awards that we're going to recognize, so I'm going to hold off on those, but we're going to give some academic awards, some sports awards for individual kids, and the President Award for Education. So we'll talk about those with you guys in a little bit. However, while we just talked about their accomplishments really are all of our accomplishments. You guys don't do it alone. And at this time, I'd like to have all of our families who've invested in these kids stand up. If you're here and you invested in these kids, uncles, moms, dads, grandpas, everybody stand up. This is your opportunity to show them some appreciation. And you can come out and stand up and scream. Make no mistake, your commitment to our graduates is on full display tonight. Their successes really are your successes. To our staff up in the balcony, can you guys stand up? I know we can't see them. Our students are so fortunate to have your influences in their lives. Tonight is a culmination of your investment in our graduates, and I know we're all grateful for your hard work and dedication, this year especially, so thank you for that. Still 8th graders for a couple more minutes. You guys have had a tremendous year here at Taft and in your career here. Many of you have spent your entire educational lives within our building. We have been so fortunate to watch you grow and cannot wait to see what you go out in the world and do. The best thing about Taft is the fact that we are a family, and even though you are leaving, you will always be a member of our family. That is the exact reason why we had you sign the wall today before you left. You were the very first class to sign that wall, and we're going to keep doing that year after year after year because the slogan on that wall, truer words have never been spoken. Once a Viking, always a Viking. We appreciate you guys. Next, it's my pleasure to invite up Ms. Kathleen Campbell, and she is going to give out some subject level awards.
Subject awards are awarded to students that have demonstrated constant dedication and showed a genuine interest in their subject area. The first award, Mathematics, Camila Graciani. The Science Award, Kelsey McGraw. Social Studies, Griffin Scott. Language Arts, Avery Colella. Our last award, the Reading Award, Daphne Burke.
One more picture.
Thank you.
Thank you, Mrs. Campbell. Next, it's my pleasure to invite up Coach Howard so he can give out the sports awards.
Good evening, everyone, and 8th graders. Usually I'm up here to present the sports awards, but however, due to COVID this year, we're going to skip these. Just kidding, just kidding. All right, let me get started. We hear that a lot, right, due to COVID, but anyway, okay. So the sports awards for our 8th grade class are the Taft Award and the MVP Award. These awards are voted on by all of our coaches. There's a male and female recipient of each of these awards. Before I present these awards, I just want to say how proud I am of this 8th grade group. Obviously, they've gone through a lot. They've had a memorable year, but they've had positive attitudes throughout all of it. So I'm very proud of each and every one of you. We all know this has been an unusual year, so let's just keep that unusual going. This year, when thinking about these awards, 2 boys and 2 girls kept coming to mind for each award. All 4 of these individuals had qualifications for each of the awards, the Taft Award and MVP. The Taft Award is given to an 8th grade student who presents a positive attitude, demonstrates consistent effort, demonstrates school spirit, and is an encouragement to their teammates. The recipient must participate in at least 2 sports during their 8th grade year. The MVP Award is given to an athlete who has excelled in each sport they participated in, completed 3 of the 5 sports offered, had a positive attitude, and demonstrated leadership in each sport. The recipient of these have demonstrated all of the qualities listed above. So this year, we're going to present the Taft Award and MVP Award to the same individuals. The 2021 Co-Taft Award and Co-MVP Award recipients are Emily McGraw and Kelsey McGraw. Congratulations, Miss. We gotta make the picture look good. Oddly enough, not here, the boys had the same issue. So the Co-Taft Award and Co-MVP Award recipients are Jimmy McCucci and Alex Michek.
my pleasure to give out the President's Award for Educational Achievement. This award recognizes students that show educational growth, improvement, commitment, or intellectual development in their academic subjects, but do not meet the criteria for the Educational Excellence Award. Its purpose is to encourage and reward students who give their best effort, often in the face of special obstacles. This award is given at the principal's discretion based on the criteria developed at the school, and the criteria should reflect the purpose of the award and must be applied fairly to all students. So, with no further ado, it's my pleasure to invite up Dominic Benedis. Zachary Churchill. Sean Gavin. Alexander Micha. And Tristan Poteet. Next is the President's Award for Academic Excellence. This award recognizes academic success in the classroom. To be eligible, students must meet requirements including grade point average or school set criteria and choice of state test or teacher recommendations. For TAF, our students must maintain at least a 3.5 grade point average during their career as a junior high student and be recommended by their teachers. The students being recognized here tonight have met all of those rigorous criteria. It's my pleasure to invite up Daphne Berg. Summer Chester. Avery Colella. Avery, stop for a picture. You can go right there. It's fine. Paul Downey. Victoria Islas. David Krachuk. Elizabeth Ling. Emily McGraw. Since we're out of alphabetical order, Jackson Maloney. James Macucci. Nora Peloso. Griffin Scott. Megan Spreech. Emma Thomas. Unfortunately, Brian Hofrika could not be here with us tonight, but he would have also been awarded the President's Award for Academic Excellence. It's my privilege to invite up Summer Chesser, the President of our Club.
Good evening, TAF families, staff, and fellow graduates. I just wanted to thank everyone again for being here tonight. A few weeks ago, we didn't know if we'd be able to have a graduation at all, so I'm so grateful you were all here to celebrate our accomplishments. This year has taught us how to make the best of what we have, which I think our school has done a great job at. Starting the year off with remote learning made me a bit uneasy about my 8th grade year. I've been looking forward to all the fun things that come with being an 8th grader. Thanks to all of our teachers and staff, we were able to have a really great night with the dance and after party. It shows how we were able to make the best of the situation while still following all of the mandates we needed to in order to stay safe. That's just one of the many lessons I've learned during my time as a TAF Viking. One of the most important things I've learned is that staying with a small group of people for a long time creates bonds that will last a lifetime. The relationships I've formed at Taft are the best thing I can take away from my years here. Starting out as small 5- and 6-year-olds, meeting new people who, even though we didn't know it then, would become our best friends. I'll be forever grateful to have spent 9 years of my life growing up with all of you. Knowing you all for as long as I have has given me years' worth of priceless memories. Thank you to all of you for sticking by my side through it all. I couldn't have asked for a better group of people to grow up with. This group of kids has been through a lot together. We've been through hundreds of notes with Miss Winteroth, countless CDRs with Miss Valentine, and lots of lectures from all of our teachers, not to mention living our lives through the global pandemic. Growing up with all of you has created family-like relationships that I cherish with my whole heart. That's what the TAF community is, a family. Teachers and staff have witnessed us grow from little kindergartners to bright young adults. Thank you to everyone here who has helped shape me into the young woman I am now. To all of my teachers and coaches, both current and past, thank you for always pushing me to do my best and not letting me settle for anything less. Also, a big thank you to my family for always encouraging me and being my #1 fans. I couldn't do it without all of your guidance and constant support. The first time I walked into the school, I was nervous as can be. I was a little girl ready for her first day of big kids school. Little 6-year-old Summer with her pink dress, sandals, and backpack that was almost the size of her, ready to start her long journey at Taft. When we were younger, I'm sure most of you agree with me, we wanted to be the big bad 8th graders. They were by far the coolest kids in the school. I couldn't wait for our time as 8th graders, but now we're here and it feels unreal. It's finally our turn. We finally made it. Congratulations and thank you all again. Good night.
I didn't ask Summer to write a speech that was going to make everybody cry, but you did a nice job, Summer. And her words are so true for all of you guys. I can picture little 6-year-old you guys walking into all of your schools, and now you're here tonight. But that's why you're here tonight, for the presentation of your class. So, Madam President and the rest of the board, by the authority vested in me as the school board, and having duly presented by the district superintendent, which is me, these candidates have completed and fully satisfied the requirements set forth by the Illinois State Board of Education, Taft District Policy, and the Illinois State Statutes. I confirm that the junior high graduates of the Taft School District 90 for 2021, students are going to step forward and you're going to get your diplomas.
Dominic Dean Benavis. Daphne Rose Burke. Samantha Marie Carr. Jaden Scott Churko. Summer Leanne Chesser. Zachary Michael Churchill. Avery Marie Colella. Roxy Camille D'Ambrosio. Paul Matthew Downey. Cadence Jamie Marie Durden. Sean Edward Gavin. Camila Crystal Graciani. Caden Anthony Hove. Victoria Islas. David Keegan Krajcek. Gavin Joseph Krapinski. Elizabeth Brigetta Lane. Brooklyn Marie Leaconi. Nolan Michael Lynn. Jackson Edmund Maloney. Asia Mackenzie Matthews. Emily Elaine McGraw. Kelsey Marie McGraw. Aaliyah Marie Melendez. James Louis McCucci V. Alexander Jordan Michek. Nora Catherine Peloso. Tristan Leo Poteet. Griffin James Scott. Megan Renee Spreech. Gabby Stevens. Angel Miguel Tapia. Emma Jean Thomas. Marcos David Trejo. Carlos A. Valdivia. Michael Gianni Vianney. We have one graduate who could not be here tonight, Brian Austin Africa. It is my pleasure to introduce the class of 2021.
That concludes our festivities for this evening. Students, when you come down, please, there's a gift bag from the PTA, and then it looks like the weather's nice enough outside where we can just begin taking pictures outside. Thank you so much for a wonderful year, everybody.